there is, away from this, there is a very serious issue again. I have a friend, who bought a land and he was issued, his receipt. He packed the receipts and traveled abroad. You understand? So all of a sudden, something started happening, and he was called upon to show evidence that he is the owner of the land. So he presented the receipt, the receipt he used to purchase the land, and they were just dragging him. So, lawyer na-apu, is land receipt not a guarantee or a very a good document to claim that I am the owner of a land I have paid for?
It is not.
So what does the law say?
Okay, so now we have, for issues of land and properties, we have the Land Use Act. That's the law guiding either buying of property or owning a property. So that's the Land Use Act. Now, a receipt, is important to note that a receipt evidences payment, not ownership. When it comes to land, instrument and all that, a receipt evidences payment, that okay, you paid for this, not that you actually own a land. When it comes to land ownership, you have some certain documents that evidences that okay, this property, this land actually belongs to you. And then first of all, we have the deed of assignment, and then we have all these the registered instruments like the land survey and all that. But most importantly is the deed of assignment, because inside the deed of assignment there's something called consideration. Is in that consideration clause that you actually impute that receipt that was given to you. So a receipt does not evidence ownership, it only evidences payment.
Can you tell us more about a deed of assignment? What does it look like? Who issues it? How can it be obtained?
So when it comes to buying of property, there's something called contract of sale of land. So you first of all enter into a contract with the person that is supposed to sell the property to you.
Okay.
You draft that contract of sale of land. It's a document on its own. You draft that you have interest in buying this property. So after that document is drafted, you now have the opportunity to do what is called due diligence. Like I said the last time, this is not something you do alone. This is something you do with your lawyer. So it's in that due diligence that you conduct search. You check for patent and latent defects in the land or in the building, if it's a building. So you check if there are things, whether the person selling the land to you, first of all, is the rightful owner of the land. So after you've confirmed all these things and you want to go ahead to pay for the land, then when you pay, the owner of the land gives you the deed of assignment. So it's in that deed of assignment that it will be clearly stated that okay, this land belongs to me, and then I am giving it to you on sale on this price. That's where the consideration comes in. Then the price you bought the land will be evidenced too. So receipt does not show ownership.
All right. So you also mentioned some other documents like the governor's consent,
yes,
and registration in the land registry. So can you say more about these processes?
Okay, for a deed of assignment, after it's been drafted and you sign and the person signs, you submit it to the rightful office to get the governor's consent. Now there's something called I've forgotten, but I'll mention it later. Okay, that is the document that is being given to the first owner of the land.
Is this CFO?
Yes, CFO.
Okay.
It's been given from the governor's office to the rightful owner. So a majority of the land we have now, if it's the first owner, the first person that, how will I put it, the first person that saw the land, because the majority of the lands now we have in the villages, they were found out by our forefathers. So we are moving from this place to this place, and then they saw the place, they decided to dwell there. So if they go for registration now, what will be given to them is the CFO. So they have rights to stay in that said land for 99 years. So the CFO, if they want to sell to you, alright, they will give you the deed of assignment, also give you the CFO.
Okay.
Yes. So the registered documents also, that's the land survey. You have to survey the land and know where you are buying from this point to this point, and then you register it These are the documents that should be given to you if you are buying a landed property, not the receipt.
Okay, so what will happen if, just like my friend whom I was talking about, so what will happen if I did not get all these documents and there is a case on that land? What will happen?
Okay, when you say a case on that land, let's take for instance, your friend now only has a receipt.
Yes.
And the family goes ahead to sell the land to another person.
Yes.
Who will insist that a deed of assignment is being given to him.
Yes.
And then when the person gets the deed of assignment and registers it, and then your friend comes back with just
a piece of paper.
There's something in law called equity. Okay, and the law states that equity aids the vigilant, not the indolent. So at this point, it's assumed that your friend is the indolent and the other person is the vigilant.
Yeah.
So as much as the other person has gone ahead to register the land in his or her own name, the land belongs to the other person, not your friend.
Wow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please, I want us to just pay attention to this, because I know that there have been so many victims out there and so many other people who have been trading so ignorantly without taking note of all these things. It is very, very important. We are running this program to make sure that you will not fall a victim tomorrow. Please try as much as possible. If you need some other valuable information, you can reach out to Everything Legal Amaka Janeth, so that she can be able to provide you with more information and the processes on how to get your deed of assignment and get your C of O and properly and duly register your land. It is after these processes that you can beat your chest and say, I have a piece of land, not when you have a piece of paper. Thank you so very much.
Face to face, now they read my eyes. We talk with the young things where they touch you.